So here's the deal. You can't save your way to retirement. If you are unwilling or afraid to invest your money, here's what's going to happen. The impact is way more than you think. If you are young and you're starting to invest and you're afraid to put it in the market and you throw it in like a high yield savings account, right? That's going to get you something like 4%. Maybe it's a little bit higher, maybe it's a little bit lower. There's been times in my life where it's been a little over 5 and then a long period where it's been next to nothing. So 4%, hopefully right in the middle. You see, if you do $250 a month at 4% for 35 years, you will contribute $105,000 of your own money, and you will have earned $124,000 in interest for a total of $229,000, right? That's not exactly retirement money. Certainly better than nothing. So don't take this message the wrong way. If this is all that you're willing to bear, please do that. It's better than not doing anything at all. But if you move the return rate to, let's say, 11, S&P 500 is generally returned around 10 or 11. So you contributed the same amount. You contributed the same 105,000 that we did in the previous example. Here it is, 105,000, 105,000. The difference is, instead of having 229,000 at the end of this 35-year period, you have 1.2 million. So this is the difference. And now, of course, this isn't a guaranteed return. The 4%, you can probably get that guaranteed, but it's just not going to do anything for you, right? So now let's take a look and see how much it would take to get the 1.2 million at 4%. So to get to the same 1.2 million at 4%, you're going to have to save $1,400 a month for 35 years. So guys, look, if you are afraid to invest, you're afraid of losing money by putting it out into the stock market, even if you didn't get to 11%, even if you got to 6 or 7, that would still be unbelievably better than leaving it in at 3 or 4 or even less than that. Your fear of the market is probably irrational too. If you look at something like the S&P 500 over time, you do have the dips and valleys, but over time, the steady climb is up. So guys, as always, invest in yourself, and I'll see you next time. Take care.